Hey everyone, welcome back to Grandpa English Channel. It is so good to have you here with us again.
Hi guys, it's great to be back.
Lisa, how are you doing today? You look awake.
I am awake. Barely. I had a very strong coffee about 10 minutes ago, so I think I'm ready to go. How about you, Tom? How's your day going?
It's going well. Actually, it's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining, I've got my tea, I'm a tea guy, you know that, and I am feeling pretty good.
That sounds nice. I wish I was a tea person. It seems so much more relaxing. Coffee makes me feel like I need to run a marathon.
Maybe you should run a marathon. But no, today we are going to take it easy. We're just going to chat.
Exactly. Just a nice, easy conversation. So, Tom, what is on your mind today?
Well, I was thinking about something that happened to me yesterday at the grocery store. It wasn't a big deal, but it made me think about our students.
Oh, what happened?
I met a guy, a tourist, I think. He asked me for directions. He wanted to find the train station, and I could see it in his eyes, Lisa. He knew the words, he knew train and station and where, but he just froze.
Oh, the freeze. I know that look.
Yeah, he opened his mouth and nothing came out for like 5 seconds. He looked terrified. And that's what I want to talk about today. That feeling, that hesitation.
That is such a huge topic. You know, I think everyone feels that, even me. Sometimes I'm speaking a second language and I just stop. It's like my brain shuts down.
Exactly. It's like your brain goes on strike. Nope, not working today.
Come back later.
So today we're talking about how to stop that, how to speak without that long pause, without hesitation, just letting the words flow.
I love that word, flow. It sounds like water. It sounds easy.
It should be easy, but we make it hard. Lisa, why do you think that guy at the store froze? Why do we hesitate?
That's a good question. Honestly, I think it's fear.
Fear of what? He wasn't in danger. I'm a nice guy.
You are a very nice guy, Tom. But I think it's the fear of being wrong. You know, you have the sentence in your head, but then a little voice says, wait, is that the right verb? Is that the right preposition?
Ah, the grammar police.
Yes, the grammar police inside our heads. They are strict.
They are terrible. They arrest your words before they even leave your mouth. That is the #1 reason people hesitate. They want to be perfect.
Right. We think that if we make a mistake, people will laugh at us, or they won't understand us. So we wait. We check the sentence in our brain 3 times, and while we are checking,
Silence.
exactly, silence, and the other person is just staring at you.
And that makes you more nervous.
Yes, it's a cycle, a bad cycle.
So here is the first thing we need to understand. Fluency, real fluency, isn't about being perfect.
Say that again. I think we need to hear that again.
Fluency is not about perfection. It is about connection. If you say, I go store yesterday, is that perfect grammar?
No, it should be I went to the store.
Right. But if you say, I go store yesterday, quickly and confidently, do I understand you?
Totally. I know exactly what you mean.
Exactly. But if you stand there for 10 seconds thinking, go, went, gone, to, at, and you say nothing,
Then we have no connection. I don't know what you want.
that's it. Hesitation breaks the connection. A mistake? A mistake is fine. It's just a bump in the road. You keep driving. Hesitation is stopping the car.
I love that. Don't stop the car. Just drive over the bump.
Drive over the bump. But there is another reason people hesitate, Lisa. It's not just grammar.
It's the translation trap.
Oh, the translation trap. That is a dangerous place.
Tell me about it. How does that work?
Well, imagine you want to say something. If your native language is, say, Spanish or Japanese, you think of the sentence in your language first.
Okay.
Then your brain tries to match every single word to an English word, like a puzzle.
One by one.
One by one. And then you have to change the order because English grammar is different. And by the time you finish doing all that math in your head, the conversation is over. The other person has gone home.
They've had lunch and gone to sleep. It's too slow, Tom. You can't translate and speak at the same time. It's impossible to be fast.
It really is. It's like trying to run with heavy boots on. You need to take the boots off. You need to think directly in English.
But that's scary for people. They ask me, Lisa, how can I think in English if I don't know enough words?
That is the million-dollar question. How can I think in English? And the answer is actually very simple. Do you want to know the secret?
I think everyone wants to know the secret. Tell us.
You have to think like a child.
Like a child.
Yes, keep it simple, stupidly simple. When that guy asked me for directions, maybe he wanted to say, "Excuse me, sir, could you possibly be so kind as to direct me to the nearest railway station?"
Wow, that is a fancy sentence.
It's beautiful, but it's hard. If he tries to build that sentence, he will hesitate. What should he say instead?
Where is the train?
Boom, done. Where is the train? 4 words, easy grammar, no hesitation.
Or even just train station and point.
Exactly. And that is the key to stopping hesitation. When you feel stuck, when you feel that freeze coming, drop the complex sentence. Throw it away.
And pick up the simple one.
Yes, use the words you know. Don't hunt for the words you don't know.
I think we try to be too smart sometimes. We want to sound intelligent in English. We want to show our personality. And when we use simple sentences, we feel, I don't know, a bit silly, like a baby.
I get that. Nobody wants to sound like a baby, but Lisa, what is smarter? Sounding like a baby who communicates clearly, or sounding like a genius who says nothing?
Put it that way, I'll be the baby.
Be the baby. At least the baby gets the milk.
Okay, so step 1 is accepting that mistakes are okay, and step 2 is keeping it simple to avoid translating.
Right, but there is something else it's about. It's about habit.
Habit?
Yeah, you play the guitar, right, Lisa?
I do. Well, I try. I'm not very good yet.
When you first learned a chord, did you have to look at your fingers?
Oh my gosh, yes. I had to stop, look at my hand, place one finger, then the next finger. It took forever to play one note.
You hesitated.
A lot.
Why don't you hesitate now?
Because I've done it 1,000 times. My fingers just know where to go. Muscle memory.
Muscle memory. Speaking English is exactly the same. It is a physical act. Your tongue, your lips, your jaw, they're muscles. If you only speak English once a week, your muscles don't know where to go, so you stumble, you hesitate.
That makes so much sense. We think speaking is all in the brain, but it's actually in the mouth.
It is. You have to train your mouth.
So are you saying we need to go to the gym for our mouths?
Yes, welcome to the tongue gym.
I like it. So what exercises do we do with the tongue gym? How do we build that muscle memory so we don't hesitate?
Well, the best way, and this is going to sound crazy, is to talk to yourself.
Talk to yourself? Like alone in the room?
Totally alone. Look, a lot of people say, I have no one to practice with. I have no native speaker friends. And I say, so what? You are there.
That is true. You are always with yourself.
Exactly. Narrate your life.
Narrate your life. Okay, give me an example.
Okay, let's say you are making coffee in the morning. Usually you do it silently, but tomorrow I want you to say every step out loud. I am taking the cup. I am pouring the water. The water is hot. Where is the sugar? Ah, here is the sugar.
That sounds easy.
It is easy. That's the point. You are connecting your brain to your mouth without the pressure of another person listening. You are building the path.
And because no one is listening, you don't need the grammar police.
Exactly. If you say, I pouring water instead of I am pouring water, who cares? Nobody knows. But your mouth is moving. You are getting used to the flow of English sounds.
I actually tried this once. I was driving to work and I decided to describe everything I saw. Red car, big tree, the man is walking. It was actually kind of fun. But then I got stuck. I saw A thing, like a truck, but for construction.
A bulldozer or a crane.
Yes, a crane, but I didn't know the word crane, so I panicked. I stopped talking.
Ah, see, that is the moment. That is the training moment. What should you do when you don't know the word crane?
Usually, I would grab my phone and look it up.
No, don't do that. That kills the flow. If you are in a real conversation, you can't say, wait, let me check Google Translate.
True, so what do I do?
Describe it. Use the simple words you know. It's a big building truck. It's a tall machine.
Big building truck. That works.
It works perfectly. And guess what? You didn't stop speaking. You kept the flow. That is how you practice avoiding hesitation. You practice solving problems quickly.
That is such good advice. It's like improvising.
It is improvisation. You know, jazz musicians don't stop when they hit a wrong note. They just make it part of the song.
Make it part of the song. I love that.
So, Lisa, we have keeping it simple, we have talking to yourself out loud, and we have describing things when you don't know the word.
These are great, but I have a question about the talking to yourself part.
Go ahead.
Does it have to be out loud? Can I just do it in my head? Because if I talk to myself on the bus, people will think I'm crazy.
Okay, on the bus, maybe keep it in your head, but whenever you can, do it out loud. Why? Because thinking words and speaking words are different.
How?
When you think, you are fast. Your brain is lightning fast, but your mouth is slow. If you only practice in your head, you're training your brain, but you're ignoring your mouth. Then when you try to speak, your mouth can't keep up with your brain and you stumble.
That explains so much. I always feel like my brain is running a race and my mouth is just walking behind.
Yes, you have to slow your brain down or speed your mouth up, and speaking out loud does that. It connects them.
Okay, so shower time, cooking time, driving time, that is speaking time.
Absolutely. Make it a habit, even just 5 minutes a day.
5 minutes doesn't sound like much.
It adds up. If you do 5 minutes every day, that's 35 minutes of speaking practice a week. That's more than most students get in a classroom.
That is true. In a class, you listen a lot, but you only speak for maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Exactly. You have to take control of your own speaking time.
I have another scenario for you, Tom.
Hit me.
What about when someone asks you a question and you understand it, but you just need a second to think? You don't want to freeze, but you don't have the answer instantly. How do we fill that silence?
Ah, the filler strategy. This is a pro tip.
Yes, teach us the fillers.
Okay, so native speakers, like you and me, we don't speak perfectly instantly either. We need time to think too, but we don't stay silent.
No, silence is awkward.
We use buying time phrases.
Like,
Is okay, but we can do better. We can use real words. For example, that's a good question.
Ooh, I use that one all the time, even if it's a bad question.
Exactly. What is your name? That's a good question. Okay, maybe not for that, but for opinions, it's great.
It gives you what, maybe 2 seconds?
Yeah, 2 or 3 seconds. That's a good question. Or, let me see. Or, well, actually.
To be honest.
To be honest is a great one. These little phrases are like glue. They stick your thoughts together so there are no holes.
And they make you sound so natural.
They do. If you say, well, let me think about that for a second, you sound fluent. You aren't saying anything important, but you sound fluent.
And it stops the panic because you're still making noise. You're still holding the floor.
Precisely. You are in control. The other person knows you're going to answer, so they wait.
So, listeners, learn 3 or 4 of these phrases. Let me see. That's interesting. Well, you know, and keep them in your pocket.
Ready to use whenever you need a few seconds to find a word.
Tom, I want to go back to something you said earlier about the grammar police.
Yeah?
I think a lot of people feel like if they speak fast, they will make more mistakes. And they're right, aren't they?
Probably yes. If you let go of the handbrake, the car goes faster and you might hit a few bumps.
So, how do we get over that? Because I hate making mistakes. It feels embarrassing.
I have a story for that.
Oh, story time.
So, I had a student named Marcos. He was from Brazil. Wonderful guy, but he was terrified of mistakes. He would speak so slowly. I am thinking that tomorrow it was painful.
Poor Marcos.
So one day, I gave him a challenge. I said, Marcos, for the next 5 minutes, you must make as many mistakes as possible.
What? You told him to make mistakes?
Yes, I told him if you speak perfectly, you fail. I want bad grammar. I want wrong verbs. Just speak fast.
That is crazy. What did he do?
He laughed. He thought I was joking, but I was serious. So he started talking. He said, I go beach yesterday. It very nice. I swim ocean.
And?
And he was smiling. He was talking so fast. His eyes lit up. He realized that the world didn't end because he missed a verb. He communicated.
He was free.
He was free. After that, he went back to trying to use good grammar, of course. We want to improve, but he never froze again because he knew that even the bad English was understandable.
That is a powerful story. It's like you have to crash the car once to realize you don't die.
Maybe don't crash real cars, but in English, yes, crash the car. Nobody gets hurt.
It reminds me of when I was learning to cook. My first pancake was always terrible. Burnt, ugly.
The first pancake is always for the dog.
Exactly. But if I stopped after the first pancake, I would never eat. I had to make the bad one to get to the good ones.
English is a lot of pancakes, Lisa.
A huge stack of pancakes.
So don't be afraid of the burnt ones. They're just part of the process.
Okay, so let's recap a little bit. We're telling people to 1. Accept mistakes, 2. Keep sentences simple, 3. Talk to themselves out loud, and 4. Use filler phrases to buy time.
That is a great summary, but there's one more thing I want to talk about. It's about listening.
Listening, but we're talking about speaking.
I know, but good speakers are usually good listeners.
How does that help with hesitation?
Well, a lot of people hesitate because they're not really listening to the other person. They're too busy rehearsing their own answer.
Oh, guilty, I do that. Someone is talking and I'm not listening. I'm thinking, okay, when they stop, I will say this. I will use the present perfect. I will say...
Exactly. You're in your head, scripting your lines. You're not in the conversation. And then suddenly they stop talking and they ask you a question you didn't expect.
And then panic.
Panic and hesitation because your script is useless now.
So the secret is to actually stop thinking?
Yes, trust yourself. Listen to the person. Focus 100% on their words. Look at their face. When they finish, then you react.
But won't there be a pause?
A tiny one, but it will be a natural pause, a thinking pause, not a panic pause. And your answer will be better because it's a real reaction, not a rehearsed script.
That requires a lot of trust, trusting that the words will come.
They will come if you've been practicing, if you've been doing your talking to yourself homework. The words are there. You just have to let them out.
It's really about relaxing, isn't it?
It is. Tension is the enemy of fluency. When you're tense, your brain freezes. When you're relaxed, it flows.
I notice that when I have a glass of wine, I speak better French.
The famous wine fluency. It's true. Why? Does wine make you smarter?
Definitely not.
Does it teach you new vocabulary?
No.
It just relaxes you. It turns off the grammar police. It lowers the fear.
So we need to find a way to get that wine feeling without the wine.
Exactly. Unless you want to drink wine at 9 a.m. before your meeting, which I don't recommend.
Probably not a good career move.
So breathe. That's the physical tip. Before you speak, take a breath.
Just a deep breath?
Yeah, it sends oxygen to the brain. It calms the nerves. It gives you a second to focus.
I like that. It's simple.
Simple is always best. You know, Lisa, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have. My brain is full, but in a good way.
Do you think our listeners are ready to try this?
I hope so. I want everyone listening right now to promise one thing.
What's that?
Promise that today, just for today, you'll stop trying to be perfect. Just for one day. Be messy, be simple, just speak.
That is a fantastic challenge. The Messy English Challenge.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, so I want to dig a little deeper into how to practice this, because it's easy to say be confident, but it's hard to actually do it.
Very hard. It's like telling someone, don't be sad. Thanks. Now I'm cured.
Exactly. We need practical tools. One thing that really helps my students is shadowing.
Shadowing. I've heard of this. It sounds like a spy movie. I am shadowing the suspect.
No spies here. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to a native speaker audio, like a podcast or a YouTube video, and you repeat exactly what they say while they are saying it.
Wait, at the same time? Not listen, stop, repeat?
No, at the same time. You're like a shadow. You follow just half a second behind them.
That sounds incredibly difficult.
It is difficult at first. Your mouth gets confused, but it is amazing for fluency.
Why? What does it do?
It forces you to speak at a natural speed. You don't have time to hesitate because the audio keeps going. You don't have time to translate. You just have to copy the sounds.
Ah, so it forces the flow. It's like dancing with a partner who leads. You just have to follow their steps.
Perfect analogy. You follow their rhythm, their intonation, their speed. It trains your muscles to move fast.
Can we try it? Give me a sentence.
Okay, I'll say a sentence and you try to say it almost at the same time. Ready?
I'm nervous, but okay. Ready.
I really think that we should go to the park today because the weather is lovely.
I really think that we should go to the park today because the weather is lovely.
You were a little bit behind, but you did it.
It's hard. I had to really focus on your voice. I couldn't think about anything else.
Exactly. You couldn't think about grammar, you couldn't translate, you were just pure listening and speaking.
I can see how that would help. If you do that for 10 minutes a day, your mouth would get so used to English patterns.
Yes, and you start to learn chunks.
Chunks? Like chunks of chocolate?
I wish. No, language chunks, groups of words that always go together.
Give me an example.
I'm looking for. That is a chunk. 3 words, but one meaning.
Right. You don't think, I am looking for. You just say, I'm looking for.
Exactly. It becomes one sound. I'm looking for, or I don't know.
I don't know. It's basically one word.
When you learn chunks, you hesitate less because you aren't building a sentence word by word. You're building it brick by brick, and the bricks are big.
That makes building the house much faster.
Much faster. So when you are shadowing, you hear these chunks. You hear how native speakers stick words together.
We do stick words together a lot. We are lazy speakers.
We are. We don't say, what do you want to do? We say, what do you want to do?
What do you want to do? It sounds like a different language.
But if a learner tries to say every word clearly, what do you want to do? They sound like a robot, and it's slow.
So to stop hesitating, we should actually be a bit lazier.
In a way, yes. Blend the words. Connect them. It's smoother.
I like this advice. Be messy, be lazy.
It's the grandpa English style. Relax.
Okay, Tom, I have another issue. Sometimes I hesitate because I'm bored.
Bored?
Yeah, like I'm telling a story and I feel like I'm using the same words over and over again. It was good, I was happy, we ate food, it was good. And I stop because I want to find a better word than good.
Ah, the vocabulary trap.
Yes, I want to say it was magnificent, but I can only remember good, so I freeze searching for magnificent.
Listen, Lisa. Good is good.
Good is good.
It is. Look, in a normal conversation, 90% of the words we use are the same 500 words. We don't talk like poetry books.
That's true.
If you're hesitating because you want to sound fancy, stop it. Use the word you have. If you say the movie was good, I understand you. If you say the movie was, check phone, spectacular, you just wasted 10 seconds.
And the moment is gone.
The moment is gone. Communication is about speed and clarity. Vocabulary will grow with time. You can't force it in the middle of a sentence.
So if the fancy word doesn't come instantly, just use the simple one and move on.
Yes, don't let the perfect word be the enemy of the finished sentence.
I feel like we should put that on a t-shirt. Don't let the perfect word be the enemy of the finished sentence.
I'd wear that t-shirt.
Me too. Tom, what about body language? Does that help with hesitation?
Oh, huge help. Huge.
How?
Have you ever seen someone on the phone and they're using their hands even though the other person can't see them?
All the time. My mom does that. She waves her hands around while talking to her sister.
Why does she do that?
I don't know. To help the words come out?
Exactly. Movement helps the brain. If you sit stiff like a statue, your brain gets stiff. If you use your hands, if you move your body, it helps the energy flow.
So if I'm stuck, maybe I should gesture?
Yes. If you can't find the word for driving, pretend to drive. Use your hands. It helps the other person understand, and usually the motion unlocks the word in your brain.
It's like a physical trigger.
Right. Also, eye contact.
Oh, eye contact is scary.
It can be, but if you look down at your shoes when you speak, you feel less confident. You feel small.
And when you feel small, you hesitate.
Correct. If you look the person in the eye, friendly, not staring like a crazy person, but friendly contact, you feel a connection. You can see they're listening. You can see they're patient.
That's true. Usually when you look at someone, they're nodding. They're encouraging you.
Yes, people are generally nice. They want you to succeed. They're not waiting for you to fail.
That is a very important thing to remember. Most people are nice.
Unless you're talking to the real police, then maybe be careful.
Okay, yes. But for normal conversation, people are patient.
Tom, I want to talk about one more cause of hesitation, and this is a big one for our intermediate learners.
What is it?
It's the topic.
The topic?
Yeah, sometimes we hesitate not because our English is bad, but because we don't know what to say about the topic.
Oh, I see. Like if someone asks me about quantum physics.
Exactly. If I ask you, Lisa, explain quantum physics, and you freeze, is that because your English is bad?
No, it's because I have no idea what quantum physics is. I would freeze in my own language.
Precisely. Sometimes students are too hard on themselves. They think, I couldn't speak, my English is terrible. But actually, they just didn't have an opinion.
That is such a relief to hear. Sometimes you just don't have anything to say.
And that's okay. You can say, I don't know much about that. That is a fluent sentence.
I have no idea.
Perfect fluency. Don't confuse lack of knowledge with lack of language.
I think we do that a lot. We expect to be able to talk about everything in English, even things we don't talk about in our native language.
Right. Keep it to things you know, things you enjoy. That's why I always tell people to practice talking about their hobbies.
Because you have a lot to say about them.
Yes, if you love football, talk about football. You'll be fluent because you're passionate. You'll forget to be afraid.
Passion kills fear.
It really does. When you're excited, the words just come out. You don't care about grammar, you just want to share the feeling.
So find your passion topic and practice with that first.
Start there. Build your confidence on safe ground. Then you can try the harder stuff.
Tom, this has been so helpful. I feel like I want to go out and talk to strangers right now.
Go for it. Just maybe not about quantum physics.
Okay, I'll stick to the weather and coffee.
Good plan. Before we finish, Lisa, do you have a favorite fail story? A time when you really messed up but survived?
Oh, I have so many.
Give us one to show the listeners that it happens to the best of us.
Okay, I was in France, I was learning French, and I wanted to tell my host family that I was full after dinner. You know, I ate enough.
Okay.
But in French, the word for full, plein, sounds very similar to the word for pregnant.
Oh no.
So I sat back, patted my stomach, and announced to the whole table, I am pregnant.
Oh, no way.
Yes, way. The father choked on his wine, the mother's eyes went wide, there was dead silence.
That is the ultimate hesitation moment.
I froze. I knew I said something wrong, but then I laughed. I realized what I did. I corrected myself, and then we all laughed for 10 minutes.
See? You survived. And actually, it became a great memory.
It did. It broke the ice. We were closer after that. So don't be afraid to say you're pregnant when you're just full of cheese.
That is the best advice of the day.
So, guys, to wrap up, hesitation is normal. It happens to everyone.
But you can beat it. Keep it simple, don't translate, talk to yourself, use filler words, and just keep moving.
Don't stop the car.
Don't stop the car. Drive over the bumps.
Thank you so much for these tips, Tom.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you to everyone listening. You guys are doing a great job. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourselves.
We believe in you.
We do. Practice those small habits. Talk to your coffee cup. Shadow the podcast. You will get there.
See you next time on Grandpa English Channel.
Bye, everyone. Keep talking.